If you have about 160,000 naira, you can buy any of these two devices. And I'm talking of the Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G and the Samsung Galaxy A24. In this video, we're going to see which of them gives better value for that amount of money. So, let's go. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Benjamin. Now let's start with pricing, which seems to be the basis for most comparison videos. The Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G comes with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage space. And to get that, you're going to be paying 154,500 naira. Now, along with this phone is going to come basically every other accessories you're going to need to use this phone with. But on the other hand, the Samsung Galaxy A24 comes with only 228 gig of memory space with either a 4 gig RAM or 6 gig RAM. Now, for the 4 gig RAM, it costs about 157,000 naira. While the 6 gig 128 gig memory space costs about 167,000 naira. Now for that amount of money, you get only the phone and just the Type-C to Type-C charging cable. No chargers, no case, nothing else. Now the fact is this, if you've seen my review of this device, you know that you're going to need those accessories if you want to use this phone. Because the back is super glossy, you can't use it without a TPU case. So basically, if you want to get a silicone case that will match this device, it's going to cost about 3,000 extra. And then also, if you want to get a 25 watt Samsung original charger, it's going to cost you upward of 15 to 20,000 naira. So give or take, if you are buying this phone, you are not just spending that 167,000 naira, you're spending about 18,000 naira more. And that takes us to like 175,000. I hope my maths is correct. So if you're working on a tight budget, then really it's a no-brainer. The Tecno CAMON 20 Pro is a better phone for you to get. Now, another thing you're going to notice in terms of design of these two phones is the camera rings here at the back. They both have a triple camera setup, but the triple cameras of the Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G is actually in two big camera rings, while the triple cameras for the Samsung Galaxy A24 is in 3 small camera rings. So when it comes to design, really, it depends on what you want. Which one of them do you think is better? You go for it. It's that simple. Now, another difference between these two phones has to be where the fingerprint is situated. For the Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G is on display, while the Samsung Galaxy A24 has it side mounted. Personally, I would prefer the on-display fingerprint, and that's just because I never have to accidentally open my phone with it. I only have to put my finger on it when I intentionally want to open my phone. But for the Samsung A24, even when I'm holding this phone with no intention of opening it, I keep getting my fingerprint scanned. And most times, it's not the finger that I register that is scanned. So when I'm finally ready to open the device, I get messages like 15 failed fingerprint attempts and things like that. So that's just the reason why I feel the on-display fingerprint is better for me. Both of them are super fast and responsive. So just get the one that actually suits you better. The Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G comes with a 6.67 inches AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate and a 1080p resolution, while the Samsung Galaxy A24 comes with a 6.5 inches Super AMOLED display with a 90Hz refresh rate and the same 1080p resolutions. Well, don't let the Super deceive you. It doesn't mean it's a better display. It just means it's a more energy efficient display and a bit brighter than what you have with the Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G. They are both AMOLED displays and they will give you vibrant colors, deep blacks, and really nice contrast ratios when you are viewing video content on any of these two devices. However, the 120Hz refresh rate on the Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G just makes it more faster and smoother when you are transitioning between applications, opening and closing apps, and just improves generally your experience using the Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G. But can we really talk about the display of these two devices without actually mentioning the bezels that comes with the Samsung Galaxy A24? It's really chunky and really big. But right here in the Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G is so slim. Really, Samsung should try and work on this. And also this teardrop notch is becoming really old and archaic. I don't know why they still keep using it. But if you can get past the bezels and the teardrop notch, the displays, there isn't really much that separates them. And then when it comes to performance, both of them are powered by the MediaTek Helio G99 processor. It's a 6nm processor that can handle basically anything you throw at it, and it ranges from basic smartphone operations even up to high graphics content like gaming and the likes. And when I ran the Geekbench 6 scores on both devices, you can see the scores looks pretty much the same. So Honestly, in terms of performance, nothing separates these two devices. In terms of Android updates, it's sure that the Tecno CAMON 20 Pro will get at least 2 years of updates, while Samsung has already promised that all of its A series will be getting at least 3 years of updates and an extra 4th year of security updates. So when it comes to update for both devices, yeah, you'll be getting enough updates to last you as long as you're using the two of them. And then let's talk about the big one, cameras. The Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G, like I said, has a triple camera setup. It has a 64 megapixel main camera. It has an AI camera that we're not going to be talking about in this review because it's not available in the Samsung phone. It also has a 2 megapixel depth sensor. At the front, it's a 32 megapixel front-facing camera. For the Samsung A24, we have a 50 megapixel main camera, a 5 megapixel ultra-wide, a 2 megapixel macro cameras, and a 13 megapixel front-facing cameras. And here are pictures taken by the main cameras of both devices. They both take very decent pictures, but the pictures from the Galaxy A24 is more colorful, vibrant, and sharper, while the Tecno CAMON 20 Pro tends to be more natural in skin tones. The same can also be said in portrait mode. The Galaxy A24 is more sharper, but the Tecno CAMON 20 Pro is more natural. Selfies from the 32 megapixel of both devices looks pretty decent. And once again, as you can see, while the Galaxy A24 looks more brighter and sharper in terms of colors, the Tecno CAMON 20 Pro is definitely more natural in skin tones. Now, when it comes to video, you can shoot maximum at 2K 30 frames per second with the Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G, but it doesn't have any form of stabilization. While you can shoot at maximum 1080p at 30 frames per second with optical image stabilization. However, when you shoot at 1080p 30 frames per second with your Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G, you get a bit of HDRO stabilization. So how does the stabilization from the 1080p of both devices compare? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, both cameras have night mode, and as you can see, the pictures taken in night mode from both cameras look the same. Just that the colors in the ones taken by the Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G seems to be sharper and more enhanced. Portrait pictures with the front-facing cameras look just about the same. Just make sure you turn on HDRO for the Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G. But overall, in terms of cameras, really, as you can see, there isn't really much that separates these two devices. So really, what are we concluding? The Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G comes with all the basic accessories that you need, and that's just about the little edge it has over the Samsung Galaxy A24. But when it comes to what really matters, like processor, display, and cameras, there isn't really much that sets them apart. So depending on the one you like, you go and get. You basically will be getting the same value for both of them. If you ask me though, I will always pick the Samsung A24 over the Tecno CAMON 20 Pro 4G. And that's just because I trust the Samsung phones more than Tecno phones. But that is me, not you. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also like this video so that other people get to see it. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.